Welcome back to Hearts of Iron 4. We've dusted off the old mic because it has been a little while. I've been off having a baby, ain't I? But we have used that time to have a PC rebuild as well, so we are now cooking. We are obviously back with a Navy video, turning nations into naval powerhouses. Today we are heading to Argentina because using the secret path, we do gain access to a unique ship type. So let's jump on in. So Argentina, what are we doing today? Well, we don't start in a particularly good position. We do have the legacy of the naval armor race, so dockyard construction, negative, massive, 15% negative dockyard output, and we can't build very big. Everything else is pretty poor as well, although nothing crippling to the Navy. We will use the Monroe Doctrine to harass our neighbours though. Bit of political corruption, but we should be able to sort that as well. So we're obviously going down the Brown Party route because we are doing the secret path and getting a certain exiled man into power. Now it has changed a little bit since last time I did it, so I don't think we need to rush the focuses anymore. Once the Civil War's over, he just jumps in and we get the event. So we have obviously changed Germany to go the Civil War route. So we'll just work our way down the focus tree and it will kick in when it does. We do also have the Navy focus tree that we had in the Brazil path. That is the same, so we need to rush a few of these. There's not a great amount down there. There's a few dockyards and bits and pieces we will make use of, but we'll just kickstart on the political route. Now we do start with a Navy, so we have 3 subs, 2 battleships, 3 heavy cruisers, 2 light and 9 destroyers. So a little bit of a Navy we'll use for a bit of naval supremacy to start with and then just guard the coast. We do have a new chunky computer, so let's see the runtime now. And yeah, that is a massive improvement. Go back and look at the last video, it is so poor. So we are seriously cooking on gas now. We should be able to hit late game a lot sooner, so I am more than happy with that. A strange visitor has happened. There we go. We only got to July, so we didn't get that far. Yes, what could go wrong? We will take this Senor Hilter. And now we're the Argentine League, and there he is, Senor Hilter, with his lovely sunglasses and hat, very suspicious. We are now the Brown Party, although we don't have the supremacy of the political party. We didn't even do cut ties with Britain, so we didn't get very far down to it, but we will continue down that. We do have now the little focus tree here, 4th time's the charm. We become the 4th Reich, and then we will go and recover the ship where we get the special new ship we want, the Panzerschiff. Obviously, Germany has that, but it's a little bit unique. We haven't really tested them, so that's going to be our main bulk. We get some nuke bits, and then we get annex goals on all of the nations near us and core on all of Germany. So we will be going after Germany to give ourselves a lovely core. That is the main aim of the game. Does mean now we can skip all of this lower bits with the war goals because we get that in this little secret focus tree. I'm not sure what's going to go on in Europe because Germany's changed. Normally what happens is another nation goes crazy, so France maybe. Britain doesn't look like, I think that's normal communist support. So France might change to something, or someone else will, because there has to be some sort of kerfuffle going on. Let's go and recover the ship focus, and we'll start a production of the Panzerschiff. Research wise, do we have? We do start with transport ship, which is good because we do want to do a little bit of naval invading. Because what we're going to do first is we're going to go and start a justification on good old Portugal here, 240 days, and they will be our first target. Recover the ship is done. We get the technology Panzerschiff, and we do get production, so about 50% of one already complete. So we'll have a little look at what these are like. It is actually over our cap, even though we're already making one, so that's good. We are breaking our treaty already. So here they are. It is technically a heavy cruiser, although we have heavy battery like it is a battleship. So it's in between. However, this top row, you can't put anything interesting on. Just second battery, aircraft, bit of torpedoes. That's it. You can't put any more heavy guns on it. We do have an MIO as well. There is a few modules we can upgrade, but I don't see the point because they are the top ones. So we'll just go and remove the MIO for now. So essentially this was an in-between of a battleship and a heavy cruiser to get rid of the Treaty of Versailles rules. It does have a humongous range, is pretty much the only thing going for it. What I will do is just compare it to heavy cruiser, which is basically the same. So they've got 1 gun each and an engine. That's about it. So it is a little bit slower than the heavy cruiser, but it's got triple the range, AUG's the same, It's got a lot more health. Reliability is the same. It requires a lot more manpower, which is good for naval supremacy. And then basically it's just got a much better heavy attack. But obviously we can put a lot more guns onto a heavy cruiser. But it's something unique, so we'll give it a go. We do need one pretty quickly, so let's get one straight out. We'll put all our dockyards on it. So currently we're in November 43, but we will start getting some more dockyards. So we'll go over to the naval path, and we'll just get a dockyard through this focus, and then a couple in the next one. Construct new base is done. We do not need anything else by the looks of it. There's nothing really major going on. There's no free dockyards. We do need to get rid of the legacy of the arms race, to be fair, to be able to build dockyards. So we'll just go for invite the naval advisors. Re-escalate the naval arms race is done. So we can now go build whatever we like. We don't have the negative modifiers, so we can build dockyards now. So let's go and start on some naval dockyards, because we do need to build some ships, as we are quite lacking on that at the moment. Our justification is done. I'm not quite ready to fight them yet. I've still got a little bit to go till we get our ship out. So 5th of April, so just over, or just under a year until that's out and give us the range to attack Portugal. We do need some steel just to speed that along. So into this year, December. Once we get one more dockyard, it should speed that up as well. We have till only the 4th of July, so we'll have to go to war early with Portugal. Let's go and declare on Portugal before our war goal runs out. Let's go and change our Panzerschiff bit. So we'll go and get rid of that. We'll go and put secondary battery in. We'll go and put anti-air, because I'm probably going to fight the Allies, so they're going to have a lot of naval bombers. We'll leave it on armor 1. We've upgraded everything else. We'll give it the MIO, and we'll start chucking out some new ones. I've just remembered I can go and get docking rights off of Spain, so I no longer need the long range. They won't give me military access, but they almost. So if I go and improve our relations and send an attaché, which they won't accept because my opinion is too low. So we'll just wait for that to tick up quickly, and then we should be able to send an attaché. Yes, that is more that they like us, and we may be able to get this to work if it just goes up 1 or 2 more. 1 more, 0, and we can't get any more. It's at 0, but we can't get it. I could do a Lend-Lease, but I really can't be asked to wait 30 days for that. Let's just do a naval invasion from our homeland anyway. So we're just going to jump straight into Portugal. We're going to hit their coast. Hopefully we should have enough with our 10 units to be able to beat them. Our divisions will be better than theirs, although they will have more than us, but they do guard a lot of their coastlines. Our first Panzerschiff is done, so we can get that into our main force. We've got another one on the go. Let's get that our top priority, so it gets the steel first. We'll get that into our navy, not that we need it, because the Portuguese have like a few destroyers from memory, so immediately we can do our naval invasion and land. So we've not got a port there. Let's quickly move around and surround it, and we should be able to get at least 1 port, and then we will be fine. Not sure why, but the Portuguese really aren't good at covering their front lines. So just pin those in place. We should be able to get a little encirclement here. They are quite quickly reinforcing, so there's 2 units done if we can keep that open. We'll close them up, and then I might have to do a little naval invasion around the other side, because I doubt I'm going to be able to push north. With that naval invasion down up the north, if we take Porto in the port, we should be fine. We'll then start pushing both ways, and it should be more than enough to push them out. I think we'll only need a few more victory points, probably Lisbon, and that should be it. And I go Portugal. So what we're going to do with them, we are just going to take all of their land. Now the reason we went on to Portugal is we want all of these lovely territories around the globe. They basically have a port in every single continent, so we're just going to take all of their land. Obviously we're not going to take their navy, because that is not allowed. And we've gained some good land where we can also use this to jump into Germany, which we will be doing later. So France has gone communist, which I'm a little bit scared of. I think they're going to join the Comintern. The UK's not done anything. Germany's obviously gone non-aligned and has Wilhelm II. So we are looking a bit of an odd world. Let's go, and we are making guns. We are lacking steel. We have got 2 ships on the go again, so we are starting to build a bigger navy. I'm going to start conquering South America a little bit. So we'll take Uruguay out. I do want Brazil. I probably won't push too north, because, you know, you get stuck in like Bolivia and
Peru and other places like that. So Uruguay is absolutely no problem. They've instantly capped after we've done the naval invasion. I'll probably take Chile as well because they are long and easy. Right, Chile is done. We are looking chonkier. So I think we're going to do Brazil next because I don't really want to go anywhere else. I don't really want the rest of it. Venezuela for the oil would be nice, but I could just sort of trade that at the moment. We've got a few more mills. We're up to 14 dockyards as well now. A lot of equipment. I love the South American nations. They just hoard equipment, so we can start getting some new units out because we're going to need a few. Let's just set up our naval invasions of Brazil. I'm going to try and squeeze them into this gap here, and then we're going to naval invade behind, close it up against Paraguay, and encircle a good portion of their army because we do have to take nearly all of Brazil since the old DLCs are out. And yes, with that closed, we have surrounded. I mean, they do have a port actually, but we have surrounded most of their army, so we should just redo these front lines quickly and push in. If I then make sure they can't escape, we should be able to cut off all of these divisions in this pocket. Let's go and get our subs out. They're on strike force. Let's get them a new general, admiral even, and we'll get them on convoy raid in that port. So hopefully if they do try and full out and retreat, we should easily mop them up. We are immediately in a battle. Oh, and there's the Brazilian fleet, a part of it. I'm pretty sure they're a battleship. Our first naval battle with our normal ships that we start with, plus a couple of 3 Panzerschiffs I think we have now. The destroyers are just going to get absolutely melted away. That is not much. But our first victory of the Navy, we have started. Let's just close the rest of this pocket. They are last standing, but that is a nice portion of the Brazilian army gone. Let's go and upgrade our Panzerschiffs with the fire control 2 now, light and heavy battery and anti-air improvements. So we'll get them on, and we will start pumping up some new ones of these. We have got 17 dockyards. We are building more. I think we only need a couple of victory points left. Basically, we've taken all of it. There's not really... No, 94%. We still... I mean, we have basically all of it. Why do I want to take the jungle? And there we go. Brazil is gone. They had absolutely no guns. We're just going to quickly take all of their territory in the peace deal. And we are looking chonkier. A couple more Panzerschiffs out as well. So... Are these the newer ones or the old ones? These are the old ones because they don't have the fire control 2. So let's just go and refit them with the newer ones. How much? 56 days to get the better fire control. We will definitely take that. Austria wants to join my faction. Welcome on in then, because that gives us a lovely border with Germany to fight their infamous amount of troops that I don't know. Let's move our army to Portugal because we're going to gear up for the invasion of Germany and our cause. We'll probably try and get 2 full stacks out, which should be enough to push into Germany with help. Let's go for dominate the south because we gain a lovely core territory attack and defense, which obviously will include the German land because that is a core. So when we invade Germany, we'll get these lovely bonuses for 2 years, plus a bit of dockyard output and factory output, which is always nice. We are starting to build quite a few ships. We've got a good bit of infantry equipment coming in as well. Can I finally see what Germany has? I can. So they have got probably 120-ish divisions. That is a lot more than I was expected, I'll be honest. Right, Poland is getting stomped by Germany, which will overstretch them a bit and give us more territory to take when we finally invade them. However, there are some factions going on here. So... Middle Europe, Finland's in it. Poland is probably, yeah, going to join the Comintern. Okay, Germany is now at war with Comintern, which makes it slightly easier for us, but we do need to get involved ASAP. So let's start justification. 15 days for retake our core state, to be fair, so we're not quite ready for that anyway. We'll get these few divisions out and then we'll do that. Justification is done. Let's go, Germany. We are immediately declaring on you and Finland as your ally as well, which means we can finally mop into our core. Let's go and jump into France because they've given us access, which is nice. And then we've got a shorter naval invasion. We're not going to call Austrian because I don't want them getting stomped over. So we're going to naval invade the north here, try and take Hamburg and up to Denmark. And then we should be able to push down. Once we land, we'll have loads of core. Right, let's see if we can get naval supremacy. No, immediately no, but we should be able to once the French help out. It is very close, so we've got a smaller navy. Let's get them on always engage and never repair, on strike force. We have one green. We just need to wait to the other one. It's pretty close. So one engagement with Germany and we should be okay, I think. Come on, let's turn green, please. There we go. Naval invasion is done. That's... Oh, and it's yellow again. That small window is enough. We are now landing. So let's go and quickly change all of them back into one. We don't need the destroyers on spot. And let's just do naval support to help us out. Hopefully there is a little bit of a port. Haven seems to be the one because, yeah, they don't have anyone on port. We have one port, which is good. Germany's not really reinforcing it on this. We are having gaps here to push out. We just need a bit of land so they don't push us back into the sea. But I think they're so preoccupied with the other borders, they just don't have enough to man the whole of the front, which is good. So as long as we take the little gaps here, we should be okay. There is so many division holes here. Why are they not reinforcing? As long as we're pinning and moving, I think this is actually going to be easy. Germany seems to be busy elsewhere. I think they're removing troops for the Soviet border as well, which is nice. So this should be good. We do need to fight a lot because we need as much war score as possible for the peace deal. However, we do have cores, so it should be a lot cheaper for us. Oh, a naval battle. What is going on here? That's not involving us. We did miss one there where some convoys were sunk, but nothing else really happened. We did miss this one where 9 destroyers were sunk and a few more convoys. So, are we joining that one? Probably not, because I'm actually on naval support instead of strike force. Let's go on strike force, and we should go out and engage the Germans. We do immediately engage them. I'm not sure if that is a good idea or not, actually, because they are looking quite good. It's quite a fair battle, although we don't have enough screens. The Soviets have come into focus, which is good, and immediately the Germans are now retreating. Right, that was a lot of... No, that was literally a couple of destroyers. Okay, that was big damage, but nothing really got sunk. It does give us green sea. We'll push in and destroy the last few pockets, and then that should be game over for Germany after we've crippled their navy. Oh, another naval battle again. They've already retreated. We've got a cruiser and a few destroyers, so we are making mincemeat of the German navy, although we do have the flag as well. It's a little bit confusing. Let's start doing a cruiser. We'll do a light battery 1 because we'll do a spotter ship first. We want the best engine so we can speed away. I don't have radar, so we're just going to fill it full of the old improved floating aircraft catapults, and we'll make a few of these, fire control, and we will actually, let's quickly change the symbol to the binos so we know it's the spotting one. We'll make a few of these. We can take Berlin. I think this may be it for Germany. We have taken the rest. No, it's not. 96% still. Okay, a little bit more. And, oh no, I'm getting absolutely pummeled here by this German. Oh wow, they've sunk. What? Oh, that was a coastal defence ship. I don't care about that. Oh, saved by the bell. Okay, our fleet does not get absolutely pummeled by the Germans. We have won the war, so screw them. Can we take all of Germany? Not quite, but I think we might be able to get quite a bit of it once we finish this peace deal, although it's being a bit weird. Right, we've got all of Germany, which is very nice. This sea battle where we lost a few, but it disappeared, so that's fine. Bit of Finland is democratic for some reason, and we now own all of Germany with loads of manpower and factories. We are looking good. So Britain is next on the menu. We now have 43 dockyards. So let's go and immediately start building. Oh, we do have quite a bit here. We've already got a couple of the spotter ones out, and 5 Panzerschiffs. So let's get them in. What I'm going to do is this basically almost sunk navy. We're going to get the Panzerschiffs out. That one as well, that is on fire. We're going to then take the rest of this old navy, and that's going back to Brazil to guard the coastline. Can upgrade this a bit more, so let's just do all modules, I believe. It's more armor. It's basically 3 of everything. 3 heavy gun is the main one, so we've got more heavy attack and piercing, because that's all we've got in that. With our light cruisers we'll do. We'll leave the armor, screw it. Let's just go full on. Do I want... That is actually the only torpedo I've got, so that's fine. We'll leave that. We'll leave those. We'll leave the anti-air. This is all good. I think this is about as good as we can get. Yeah, I don't really want second batteries because we're probably going to get a lot of naval bombers from the Allies. Right, we'll do some 1940s as well, cruisers. So light cruiser, anti-air, best fire control. We don't have a radar sonar. Best engine. Secondary battery 2 is fine. We'll upgrade that. We'll leave the armor off. And then we'll just fill this full of light cruiser battery 2s because they don't require steel. and we get a load of light attack. And then we will do just a bit of anti-air for the last one, just to help out against the naval bombers. And we're going to spam these with this lovely light attack, and this should smash its way through all of the ally screens, ready for our heavy hitters. Now, I'm a bit worried about the Comintern. I think they're going to attack me. So what I'm going to do is just put some troops on their border, I think, just to make sure we're not going to get absolutely rolled over immediately. They have probably got a lot of firepower, but I would imagine we can just hold in until we reinforce. I forgot about the factories. I've got loads. Right, smashing our way into naval dockyards. We've got a hell of an industry now, so we're going to be quickly making a lot of dockyards. We've got 44, but we're going to need a lot more to be able to take on the Allies. It's only Jan 41, so we've got enough time. So let's get a load more of these light cruisers on the go as well. I am going to need some destroyers, so I could go really cheap anti-air. We don't want sonar. We'll go fire control and torpedo. So I could go really cheap like this, where it's just for sinking, or I could go the opposite and make them really expensive. But I suppose I don't want to get them sunk, and minimum we want some torpedo launchers, because that will help with the capital ships. We will have problem with subs, so we might as well do a depth charge, and then we might as well put a sonar on it. So yeah, let's just go full on expensive ones. We'll smash some of these destroyers out. These can screen our light cruisers and just take a bit of battering. I think we're looking ready, but I don't want these on fresh, so let's start getting our navy on training exercise. Let's put all the sea zones on strike force around Britain, because we're going to absolutely strangle the Royal Navy. We have got a fair amount of ships. They are on repair, so let's get them on always engage and never repair once they are fully repaired now. We do have 8 of the spotting ones as well, so let's just split them off into each one. We'll do not engage. We will do, oh no, always high repair. And then we'll get them on patrol, so they're going to go out and find stuff, and then our big boy navy here is going to fly in and sink it once it's repaired. Literally a couple of days, and we'll be good to go. We do have some more ships in reserve. Oh, another 4 Panzerschiffs. Right, get them in immediately. I think we've actually waited too long and we've overdone it a little bit, because we've got 16 of them, 21 light cruisers and 17 destroyers. For some reason Britain has gone decolonisation route, so we'll just declare them one of their puppets/allies, and then that will drag them in the huge allies now. Right, they're all in. Let's start quickly. And USA is already in, obviously, so we'll start justifying the Luxembourg as well, just to make that a pretty front line. But we should be able to push them out of the Benelux. We can. Our troops are much better. 21 whip rules all. I don't care what anyone else tells me. Immediately we are intercepting something. Why is this down? Did I put this in Brazil by accident? This was meant to be in Europe. Okay. It's speeding across the Atlantic anyway into the correct area. Can we catch it? Yes, we can. And that's quite a nice fleet from them. A few light cruisers, 1 carrier and some battleships. Can we defeat... Our screen is not actually 100%, which is a bit annoying. But they're retreating. Retreating is always good. It means they don't really fire back and they just immediately get sunk. We've even taken out a battleship to start with. So that is a very good start, actually. No casualties ourselves. 2 battleships, a few cruisers and a few destroyers. Another battle, and oh, that must be the retreating ships. There is absolutely no way those capital ships are getting anywhere. They have 0% screen. Absolutely no way they stood a chance. 4 battleships and a carrier. Done. I just realised we have 16 capital ships. That's why we have no screen, because we don't have enough destroyers. So I need to make more of them quickly. For some reason, Belgium has capitulated and Siam has ended up with their territory. No idea how that's happened, which is rather annoying. We will quickly take the Netherlands though. I don't know what's gone on here. There's random front line. If the Dutch want some, I'll bloody give it to them. There goes their part of the fleet. The British are trying to help out, but unfortunately the Dutch Navy is done. We do have Green Sea, which is always nice. So we can naval invade and won't get naval invaded ourselves. So we'll probably prepare that. We are engaged again. Oh, here we go. Now we're talking. Immediately they are retreating. Our screening is up to 90-odd%, which is good. We do have Hood here as well, so you know how much we like to take out HMS Hood. I do feel she's going to get away. Yeah, HMS Hood is gone. They have brought some carriers in, although they're immediately retreating. I don't see why the AI engages to then just retreat again. Right, there's a few more. 51 destroyers, 13 cruisers. That is definitely a good win. As soon as their screens are all done, basically their capital ships are easy game for us. I will put these ships on to repair because they don't really need to, but I feel like they earn a little break. So we'll quickly get them in just to make sure we don't lose any. They are taking a little bit of time, so we'll do the old Navy refit a yard, and then they should come up quicker. We have got so much in production as well. Let's set up our naval invasion ready. I suppose we could probably knock the UK out soon. At least this will bring their heavy ships out, which are probably in dock, either carrying in fleet or being repaired. We just need to engage. There we go. Engage in the English Channel. Oh, here we go. This is looking big. 4 carriers, load of battleships, load of screens. Immediately they're retreating. They're also overstacking. A lot of the heavy stuff got away there, I think. 31 destroyers, 2 battleships. Yeah, not bad at all. If only we can catch the rest of these carriers that are trying to retreat. I don't know why we're so slow at catching them. I swear carriers are unbelievably slow, so we should be able to catch up. Right, the little naval invasion here, which I don't know how they got away with because we have green sea, but we'll just easily mop that up. That was very foolish of them. Can we pull off our own naval invasion? No, we can't by the looks. Why did I do 10 divisions? That's always a big mistake with Britain, isn't it? I'm going to land and then immediately get pushed out. We'll do a little force attack just to see. We might be able to get the port. We might be able to get the port. There's 3 divisions landed, so we should be able to at least surround them quickly. Right, we've immediately taken the port, which is good. Somehow they've landed in Hong already. We do not manage to take it. But we do have the port. So we do have a port. If I can just hold here and get some reinforcements in, we should be okay. I mean, they're going to throw everything they have at us, though, so we do need to hang on a little bit. Let's get rid of these front lines and then start getting people over. There is a little battle here I've missed. Oh, 2 carriers with 1 destroyer as a screen, and we did get them both. 2 more carriers done for the British. We are holding... No, we're not getting pushed back. Oh, damn, we're getting pushed back. We are getting memed out of here. Yeah, let's just ignore that. Pretend that never happened. We completely never had those troops. They were never in Britain. We'll just ignore that. Ignore that. Landing 2. Right, Dover amazingly wasn't guarded. They're probably, I mean, there's 4 or 13 or so up in this tile above us. I don't really know why. And then no on Dover. If we can take Portsmouth as well and surround them, we should be okay. Oh, I miss Hood going down, but we have got HMS Hood. We also did a couple of battleships and a load of destroyers and a few cruisers. We lost one of our cruisers though, which is a little bit annoying. 5 battleships though in that one I also missed. I always miss the good ones, don't I? What has Britain got left is the question. 68 still. They do actually have a fair bit left still. Right, we should just be able to push them out now. We do have green. We are looking a little bit damaged, but I don't really care because I want to capture anything that manages to come out. We do need to take the United States and Italy out still, so we've got a little bit more on our plate yet, but we'll knock England out first, and then we'll turn to Italy, and then try and cross the Atlantic. Another battle I missed, 38 destroyers. That, I think they only had 40 odd screens left, so that's pretty much their screens gone. I can't get Plymouth because of the supply down here, and they've got so much in one tile. If it was me, that would have immediately disappeared if I was Plymouth. Oh, there goes 5 more battleships. Then there's the 3 carriers as well, and the Pride of the Fleet, so more war score. That is them done. They've got a carrier and a couple of battleships somewhere, but who cares? Liverpool should be enough. I might need to take Newcastle as well, but no, there we go. There we go. United Kingdom has capitulated, so we'll quickly mop up the rest of these divisions here. And then that means we do have England on our side now, and the lovely territory there. Right, Italy does have this front line here with Austria. So let's move our army down here. We'll go for the old Italy and Yugoslavia. We'll do them in one fell swoop, and then we should be able to start conquering the Med and move over to the Atlantic. Okay, Italy is far stronger than I thought they would. I thought we'd be able to just easily push our way in here, but I can't even force my way in. Oh, I told you this was happening. This couldn't have come at a worse time. Yeah, France has just suddenly declared on us. Yeah, they're going to throw the Soviets, and we've got a defensive line on the river there. I'm going to have to quickly get all of my army out of Austria. We're going to have to abandon the Italian front here, I think. Right, this front line is stable, so let's get some of the divisions because the western one is not. We are getting absolute stomped back. Why is there been a peace deal? What? Why is the UK in a peace deal, but like America and Italy isn't? That is very bizarre. I mean, okay, we'll start taking a few bits. This is like half the allies and not the other half. That is very bizarre. Why has that happened? Are we still at war? We are still at war with the allies. And yeah, so half the allies left, and then we've also got this old republics of the rest of the British Empire, I suppose. I don't really know what that's about. Meanwhile, we're getting absolutely stomped in by the Comintern, so I may call it a day in a minute because this isn't going well. Oh, I just think we're just getting pushed back so quickly here. I might have to abandon Germany, and then it's a bit like, what is the rest of the point? I have defeated the Royal Navy, which was the main goal. We're also getting absolutely bombed to hell as well. Our Air Force can't even touch the sides. So I think this is probably almost over. Does the US even have... No, the US hasn't even got really a navy anymore. They've lost all of their screens pretty much, so there's not really much of a fight for them either. And also I'm losing Brazil, but we'll just ignore that. I'm calling it, guys. I'm so calling it. This is basically over and I can't be bothered. The navy side of it is what I wanted to do, and we have done that. So we are calling it there. We did take Argentina to naval supremacy. That was the goal, and we did do that. The Comintern then absolutely shafted us in the back. But we did take out the Royal Navy, the Hood. USA must have had all their ships sunk by Japan, which is not brilliant. I mean, is there a more fitting way to come back as a Kurt video than have an absolute fail of a first video like this? But the Navy was good. The Navy was good. So we tried out the Panzerschiffs today, and they're pretty good, to be fair. I would probably just build heavy cruisers over them because you can put way more heavy attack on it. But there we go. It was worth a try. We have Senor Hilter, and the Fourth Reich has failed. Maybe he'll do better with the Fifth. Who knows? So a big shout out to our members. Thank you guys for supporting the channel in this time of lack of videos because I have been a little bit busy. Thank you guys for watching. Subscribe, like the video, and let me know in the comments what you want me to do next. And peace out.